Right, we're going to start in sitting on our mat, closing our eyes. So I just want you to arrive on the mat. Feel the areas of the body touching the mat, sinking into the mat, into the earth. Closing your eyes if that feels more comfortable. So you're feeling the bottom of your body rooting into the mat, but also feeling a rising up through the spine, through the crown of the head. Just letting go of your day, of what's going on in the world. We're going to let go of fear and stress and try and move into an area of calm, of acceptance, of kindness. So I want you to start to focus on your breath. So bring your awareness to your inhale and exhale. And now starting to deepen that breath. So aiming for a count of 5, inhale for 5 and exhale for 5, but starting on a count of 3 or 4 if that's what works best for you. So as you inhale, the ribs are expanding, the belly's expanding, and as you exhale, the belly's coming in, the chest is falling, the air's coming back out the nose. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Expanding that breath if you can. And as we're breathing and focusing on our breath, what I want you to do is just think of a simple mantra. I am here now. So we're going to inhale I, exhale am, inhale here, exhale now. Inhale I, exhale am, inhale here, exhale now. So just focusing on that mantra with your breath. Connecting breath to body, to words. Continuing to deepen your breath, feeling that life force coming into the body, going into all the cells, and then you're exhaling the air back out. Okay, we're going to let go of the mantra now. We're going to take a deep inhale through the nose and sigh your exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sighing out the mouth. One more. Exhale, sighing out the mouth. Okay, we're going to flutter open the eyes. And we're going to inhale and we're going to come into a spinal twist. So we're coming round to the right side. So we're inhale, lengthening, exhaling, twisting round to the right, making sure that twist is coming from the abdomen and not jarring round the neck. twisting. Good, we're going to inhale back to center, exhaling over to the left side. Now do say if you can't hear me or see me or anything. Inhale, lengthening, exhaling, twisting. Feeling that lovely twist in the spine. Make sure you're lengthening up through the crown of the head. Good, we're going to inhale back to center. Bringing the left hand down onto the mat, we're going to bring our head over to the left. Feeling a nice stretch up the right side of the neck. And then we're going to bring that right arm to shoulder height. Should feel a deeper stretch, coming back to focusing on the breath. And then we're going to see if we can come down onto the forearm ever so slightly, bringing that arm overhead. Feeling the stretch up the side of the body. Looking at the top arm if you can, or into your armpit. Good, we're going to inhale back to center, bringing that right hand down onto the mat, bringing the head over to the right and the left arm up to shoulder height. Coming back to focusing on your breath. And then bringing that top hand over, coming down onto the forearm if you can. Or just slightly further over. Feeling a lovely stretch up the left side of the body. Relaxing the head, the jaw. Good, we're going to inhale back to center. Bringing the left leg out, wide. The right foot's coming in towards the left groin. And we're going to bring the left hand down on the inside of that left leg and reaching over, another nice side stretch with the stretch of the leg as well. So again, gazing to that right armpit. Flexing the toes of that long leg. Finding your breath. Good, we're going to inhale back to center, coming onto the other side. So right leg's coming out long, left leg's coming in towards the groin. We're going to come down onto that right forearm and lifting over, feeling that stretch, stretching all the way up the top arm. Gaze is at the left armpit. Find your breath. Good, we're going to inhale back to center. We're going to come onto all fours now, into our tabletop position. Hands shoulder width, underneath the shoulders, knees hip width, underneath your hips. So we're going to come into some cat-cows. So we're going to inhale, drop the bottom, lift the chest through, head lifts last, don't jar the neck back. Exhale, tucking the pelvis under, coming into your cat curl. Pushing through the hands, the legs. Inhaling forward. Exhaling exhaling, curling back up. Doing a couple of these to your own breath. So letting the inhale of the breath come in as you move the body forward, and then exhaling, rounding the spine, pushing through the hands, the armpits, the legs. Inhaling, coming forward. Exhaling, rounding through the spine. One more. Coming back to your tabletop position when you're ready. We're going to walk the hands forward and we're going to lower nicely down, so bringing the elbows tightly into the body as you lower down. We're going to come into our Sphinx, so we're keeping our hands and our forearms on the mat. Inhaling, pushing through the hips, the legs, lifting the chest. The head lifts last. Exhaling, lowering all the way down. Coming back into your Sphinx, so inhale, lifting the chest. Exhaling, lowering all the way down. Now we're going to keep the head down and we're going to inhale the legs up. Just a little bit off the mat. Exhaling them down. Inhaling the legs up. Exhaling them down. Now stick with Sphinx if we want to keep our back nice and safe, so if that's enough of a stretch for you, stay with Sphinx. If you want more, we're coming into Cobra. So hands are coming under the shoulders, pushing through the hands, lengthening the arms, lifting up with the chest, the head lifts last. Exhaling, lower. Inhaling back into your Sphinx or Cobra. Exhaling, lowering all the way down. Now we're going to hover the arms off the mat and the head, and we're going to inhale, lift the legs up, pushing through the hips, exhaling them down. One more. Inhaling the legs up, exhaling them all the way down, resting onto the mat. Now we're going to do that again, but we're going to catch the legs. If that variation was enough for you, then stick with that. If you want more, we're going to inhale, lift it up, hovering the arms, the feet, and try and catch the feet behind you. And we're staying here for a breath, pushing your feet into your hands. And then lowering all the way down onto the mat. Taking an inhale, and then we're going to exhale to down dog. Lifting the hips high, up and back. Taking a breath here. And then we're going to step our feet to our hands, keeping our chest lifted. And then folding forward. Inhaling, rising all the way up. Exhaling the arms down. Coming into our sun salutation. So we're going to inhale the arms up like thumbs. Exhale, folding forward, tipping from the hips, bending the knees, bringing your hands down onto the mat, looking at the knees. Inhale, lifting the chest and the head. Exhale, stepping back to high plank, lowering all the way down onto the front of the body. Inhaling into Sphinx. Exhaling to down dog. For 5 breaths. So setting up your down dog. Hands should be shoulder width apart. Spreading those fingers, pushing into the knuckles. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Bringing the head between the arms. Pushing weight into the legs from the hands. Gazes at the navel or the knees. Good, we're going to inhale, step the feet to the hands, keeping the chest lifted. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rising all the way up, looking at the thumbs. Exhale the hands here. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, tipping from the hips, lowering all the way down. Inhale, lifting the chest and the head. Exhaling, stepping back, lowering all the way down to plank. Now remember, you can bring your knees down and lower down. Okay, we're going to inhale Sphinx or Cobra. Exhale to down dog. Pushing through those hands, bringing weight into the legs. Finding your breath. Engaging the core. Softening your shoulders. Good, we're going to inhale, step the feet to the hands, keep the chest lifted. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rising all the way up to standing. Exhaling the hands down. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, tipping from the hips. Looking at the knees. Inhale, lifting the head, stepping back long to your high plank. Exhaling, lowering down. So sticking with Sphinx or Cobra, if you want more of a challenge, you can come into up dog. So you're lifting your thighs off the mat. And exhaling to down dog. So finding your breath. Pushing through the hands, bringing weight into the legs. Good, we're going to inhale, step the feet to the hands, keeping the chest lifted. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling, rising all the way up to standing. Exhaling the hands down. We're stepping out to the right side, coming into triangle. So the right foot is facing the short edge of the mat and the left foot is turned in ever so slightly, arms are shoulder height. We're going to inhale, come forward, soften the front knee, and then as you exhale, lowering down, catching the calf, the big toe, and then we're looking round up to the top hand, bringing the ribs round. We're here for 5 breaths. So make sure you've got weight in the pinky toe of your back foot. Trying to stack your shoulders on top of one another. Lifting up through the arches of the feet. Working on opening up the hips. Good, we're going to inhale, look down. Exhale, rise, swiveling the feet round, coming onto the other leg. So we're going to inhale, come forward, softening the front knee as you exhale down. Catching where you find most comfortable, looking round at that top hand. Finding your breath. So that top hand's rooting to the ceiling. Relaxing that head down, finding your breath. Breathing into those hips. Good, we're going to inhale, look down. Exhaling, rising up, swiveling the legs around. So we're taking a wider stance now. Coming into our wide side angle. So we're bending into that front knee, making sure that the knee doesn't go over the ankle. Arms are shoulder height, bringing that right arm onto the knee, stretching over with the left arm, feeling that stretch up the side body but making sure the shoulders slotting back into place. Now stay here if this works for you, but if you want more of a challenge, I can't see you, so it's up to you. You can bring that right hand to the outside of the foot. Make sure the knee is pushing into the arm. Coming back to your breath. Well done. We're going to inhale, rise. Exhaling, swiveling the feet round, coming onto the other side, bending into that front leg, coming down onto your elbow, feeling that stretch up the right side of the body. And as I say, if you want more of a challenge, bring in the right hand down. If you've brought your right hand down, make sure you're still feeling that stretch up the side of the body. Good, we're going to inhale to standing. Coming into warrior one, so I want you to swivel your hips around so that they're facing the short edge of the mat. Bending into that front standing leg. Make sure you're rising up through the body. We're going to inhale the arms up, palms coming together. Looking at the thumbs, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Making sure you've got weight in the pinky side of that back foot. You're lifting into the arches. Good. Okay, we're keeping our legs in warrior one, but we're going to lift up the back toes, coming into a high lunge. We're going to inhale the arms out in front, exhaling them out to the sides so they're shoulder height, inhaling forward, exhaling out to the side, inhaling forward. We're going to bring our hands to prayer pose, and then we're going to try and bring the outside, depends what leg you've got forward. If you've got your right leg forward, you're going to bring the left side of the arms to the outside of that leg, working on bringing the palms into the centre of the chest. Now if this is too much, come into a low lunge, so bend that back foot down and tuck the toe. If you're happy here, is everybody okay? Don't make me talk in such a hard position, sorry. Finding your breath. Good, we're going to inhale to centre, rising all the way up to standing, swiveling those feet around, coming into our warrior one on the other side. So hips facing the short edge of the mat, bending into that front leg. Inhale, rising up through those arms, lifting them overhead, looking at the thumbs. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Strong legs. We're strong warriors, girls and boys. Good, we're inhaling the arms down, swiveling that foot around so that we're coming into a high lunge, so picking up the back foot. You can do this in a low lunge as well by bringing the knee down and untucking the back toes. So we're going to inhale arms forward, exhaling them out to the side, bringing those shoulder blades together. Inhaling forwards, exhaling them back, shoulder blades coming towards each other. Inhaling to the front, bringing the hands to heart center, working around to the outside of the standing leg that's in front. So palms of the hands working towards the center of the chest. Stay strong through that back leg. Good, we're going to inhale to center, rising up. Good, now you're bringing your feet to face me, so you're going to come to the long edge of the mat now. Toes are coming in ever so slightly, hands on the hips. We're going to inhale the arms out. Exhale the hands onto the hips. Inhale, lifting through the chest. We're going to fold forward, so we're tipping from the hips, keeping that length in the spine, the crown of the head as you fold forward. Bringing the hands onto the mat, in between the feet if you can. We're going to inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, folding forward over those legs. Finding your breath, coming back to your breath. Now make sure you're not locking out your knees in this position, softening the knees. You want to see the arches of your feet. Strong legs. Just letting the head go. We're going to inhale, lift the head. Exhale the hands to the hips. Inhale, rising all the way up to standing. Exhale here. Inhale, lifting the chest and the head. Exhale, folding forward, tipping from the hips. Catching the big toes. Soften the knees if you need to. Inhale, lifting the chest and the head. Exhale, folding forward. Relaxing the head. Shoulders coming away from the ears, finding your breath. Bringing weight into the toes if you can. Softening the knees, finding your breath. We're going to inhale, look forward. Exhale the hands to the hips. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhaling, stepping back to the top of the mat. Good. Okay, we're going to come into our balancing postures now. So we're rooting down through the left leg, picking the right leg up. So bringing the knee towards the chest. Bringing that left hand onto the hip, encouraging that left standing leg to root down into the mat. Now feel free to use a wall if you need to. If you want more, you can grab your big toe and start to work towards straightening that leg. But as I say, staying here, standing tall, finding your balance, that's where we're working. So focusing on something that's not moving in front of you. Finding your breath, your balance. Good. We're going to exhale that leg out to the right side and looking over the left shoulder. Make sure you're squeezing those thighs together, imaginary together, squeezing the tummy muscles. Bringing that leg back to the center, keeping the leg up, hands on the hips, raising that leg out in front, standing up tall. Focusing on your breath. And relaxing the leg. Well done everyone. Walking out the feet. Coming onto the other side, rooting down through that right leg, catching the left knee. Finding your breath. If you want more on that side, you're catching the toe, working towards straightening the leg. We're going to inhale the leg out to the left. Feeling that lovely stretch in the hips and the buttocks. Standing up tall, shoulders away from the ears. Inhaling the leg to the front, keeping the leg up, both hands on the hips. Bringing that leg out in front, standing up tall. Finding your breath. And relaxing the leg down. Walking out the feet. Coming into our chair pose. So feet and ankles are together. We're bending into the knees as if we're sitting down, but make sure your bum's not sticking out. We're tucking the tailbone under. Inhaling, lifting the arms overhead, looking at the thumbs. Focusing on your breath. It's a challenging posture, but you can do it. Make sure those shoulders haven't creeped up by the ears. Good, we're going to bring the hands down to the mat in front of us. Looking at the legs. Inhale, lifting the spine, the head. Exhaling, stepping back to high plank. Lowering down onto the front of the body. Inhaling into Sphinx, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhaling to Down Dog. Coming into Seated. Legs out nice and long. Thighs rolling in towards each other, feet are flexed, pointing to the ceiling, bringing the hands back, finding the lift through the chest, gaze. Gillian, get your books, gazes at the toes. Finding your breath, your focus. Good, we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, release the posture, folding forward over the legs, bringing the hands down to wherever you can, catching the big toes if you're there. If you're not, that's alright. We're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, the crown of the head, creating length, and then exhale, folding forward over the legs. Make sure you're still flexing the feet. Relaxing the head, using your tummy muscles to try and bring you further forward, not your shoulders. We're going to inhale, lift the head up, Exhale, release the posture. Bringing your hands behind your hips. We're going to inhale, lift up through the chest, relax the head back. Or if you want more, you're going to push through the feet, lift up the hips, the chest, and relax the head back. Focusing on your breath, pushing through the hands. Make sure you're squeezing the glutes, pushing the hips up, and breathing. Always coming back to the breath. Good, we're going to inhale, lift the head and lower down, exhaling. Coming into vinyasa, so we're going to cross the legs, coming forward into our high plank, lowering all the way down onto the front of the body, inhaling into Sphinx, Cobra or Up Dog, exhaling into Down Dog. We're going to inhale, look forward, and we're going to come onto our knees. Coming into hero pose. So make sure you're keeping your hips forward, arms down by the sides. We're going to inhale, bring that right arm back, sweeping it round. Exhaling to center. Inhaling the left arm around. Exhaling back to center. Now we're going to see if we can touch the heels, but make sure we're maintaining the hips forward, the length through the spine, engaging your core. So we're going to inhale the right leg arm back. Exhaling, coming back up. Inhaling the left arm back. Pushing the hips forward, exhaling. Good, we're going to come into our low squat, Malasana. Feet should be mat width. Arms pushing into the insides of the legs. Don't worry if your heels aren't on the mat. Hands into prayer pose. Breathing into those hips. Now we're going to bring the right hand onto the mat, and we're going to look round to the left as we raise the left arm into a nice spinal twist. Inhaling back to center, swapping the arms over, so putting the left hand down onto the mat, spinal twist round to the right. Looking at that top hand. Inhaling back to center, coming back to your Malasana, so hands back to prayer pose. Pushing the forearms, the upper arms even, into your inner legs. Well done everyone, we're going to come back into our vinyasa. So bringing our hands down onto the mat, lowering down onto the front of the body. Inhaling into Sphinx, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhaling to Down Dog. Coming back to seated. Okay, we're going to bring the left leg out in front. Closing off the right knee, and then bringing the foot towards the groin, coming into our forward fold. So we're inhale, lengthening the spine, Exhale, folding forward over that leg. Make sure you're flexing the toes of that front leg. Relaxing the head, letting everything go. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, releasing the posture, coming onto the other side. So closing off the left knee joint, and then bringing the leg down, opening up the hip, bringing that foot in towards the groin. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, folding forward over that front leg. Front leg, feet is flexed. Letting your head go. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Focusing on the breath. We're going to inhale back up. Exhale, release the posture. We're going to bring our feet together. Opening up our feet like a book. Don't worry if your knees are up, it doesn't matter where your knees are. We're going to inhale, lengthen, keeping the spine long. We're leaning forward, tipping from the hips. Spine and head stay long, gaze is in front. Breathing into those hips, so keep opening up the feet to get a deeper stretch into those hips. Good, then we're going to inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, round through the spine, bringing the head down towards the inside of the feet. We're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, release the posture, crossing the legs, bringing our hands behind our back, catching the elbows, and then lowering your head, chest down towards the floor, focusing on your breath, slowing the breath down. Inhale, lengthening all the way up. Exhale, releasing the hands, bringing the index and thumb together, hands on the knees, lengthening up through the spine, chins tucked ever so slightly. Finding your breath, slowing your breath down. We're coming into relaxation after this posture. Softening your gaze. Thinking about the mantra that we said at the start of class. I am here now. Good, we're going to inhale, lengthen, exhale, release. Coming down into lying for Shavasana. Make sure you've got a blanket or a jumper, socks, something cozy and comfortable to put on. And then coming into lying on your back. When you're ready, you can keep your feet down on the mat or relax the legs down. Closing the eyes. Letting go of the breath. Relaxing the body, letting the body sink into the mat. So relaxing the feet, the legs, the glutes, the spine, the stomach, relaxing the shoulder blades, wiggling until you're in a comfortable position, letting the body move as it wants to settle down into relaxation, relaxing the arms, the hands, the neck, the jaw, softening the eyelids, relaxing the forehead. Enjoying this moment for relaxation. You've worked really hard today, guys, and you deserve this relaxation. So as I said, if you want longer, stay in Shavasana for longer. But for just now, we're just going to relax and listen to the music. We're going to bring our awareness back to the room, starting to deepen our breath, bringing some movement into the fingers and toes, stretching the arms overhead, bringing the knees in for a well-deserved hug, and then rolling up to seated when you're ready, keeping your eyes closed. Keep keep this feeling of peace with you. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. Namaste.